Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum to all of you, dear student. As in our previous lecture, we have discussed about Boyle's law. Boyle's law tell us about the relation between pressure and volume of a gas. In this law, he states that by increasing pressure, volume of a gas is decreased. In our today's lecture, we will discuss about the Charles law. In Charles law, he tells us about the relation between temperature and volume of a gas. As in case of Boyle's law, he tells us about the relation between pressure and volume of a gas at constant temperature. But in this case, he tells us about the relationship between volume and temperature of a gas at constant pressure. Means that in this case, we will keep constant pressure and we find a relation between temperature and volume of a gas. According to the statement, the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature at constant pressure. So it states that the volume of given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature. As I have told you in previous lecture, there are two types of relationship. One is direct relation and the another is inverse relation. In direct relation, when the amount of one quantity is increased, then the another is also increased. Means that if the temperature is increased, then the volume of a given mass of a gas is also increased. This is called direct relation. Why they are called direct relation? By increasing the temperature, the volume are increasing, not decreasing. So it means that by increasing the temperature, the volume is also increased. Therefore, it is called direct relation. So according to Charles, the volume of a given mass of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature, but the pressure should remain constant. Remember this. So how we can prove, how we can justify this law? Let us suppose we have a cylinder. Cylinder is a container where gas molecule is enclosed. Look at here. This is a container where gas molecule is enclosed. The black dot is represented a gas molecule. So here the temperature of a gas is T1 and the volume which the gas molecule occupy is V1. If we increase the temperature, then the volume of the gas is also increased. So in second diagram, if you will concentrate here the temperature is T2, means we have increased the temperature. In this case, in this diagram, the temperature was low. Here we have increased the temperature. If we increase the temperature, the volume is also increased. Look at here. Here the volume is very small as compared to this diagram. In this case, the volume is increased. Why? Because we have increased the temperature. So the conclusion of Charles' law is that by increasing the temperature, the volume of a gas is increased. In this diagram, the volume is very small. In next diagram, after increasing the temperature, the volume of a gas is also increased. This is the basic statement of Charles' law. So, how we can prove it with mathematically? Mathematically, volume is directly proportional to the temperature. V represents the volume of a gas. This is the volume, and T represents the temperature of the gas. It means that volume is directly proportional to the temperature. By increasing the temperature, the volume is also increased. By decreasing the temperature, the volume is decreased. So, in bracket, at constant pressure means the pressure of a gas should remain constant. While observing these two relationships between temperature and volume, the third parameter, which is pressure, should be remain constant. So here we remove the proportionality and we write Kc. Instead of this proportionality, we have write Kc. V equal to Kc over T. Here Kc, look at here, Kc represent constant of Charles' law. So this is a constant quantity. We don't have any kind of work with constant, as I have told you in previous lecture, that we don't have any sort of work with the constant. So if we divide volume with temperature, then volume divided temperature equal to Kc, constant for Charles' law. Look at here, before giving any temperature, before applying temperature, the volume of a gas was V1 and the temperature was T1. So we can also write V1 T1. After changing the temperature or after increasing the temperature become T2 and the volume is increased and become V2. So we can say that V1 T1 equal to V2 T2. Before applying temperature, volume was V1 and temperature was T1. After increasing the temperature, the volume become V2 and the temperature become T2. These two become equal to the constant Kc. So what is means by V1, T1, V2 and T2? If you observe here, look at here. This is a cylinder, as I have told you, and inside this cylinder there is a gas molecule. Of course, the gas occupies some volume and the gas also have some temperature. So we have denoted the volume which the gas molecule occupies is V1 and the temperature of the gas is T1. After that, we apply temperature, means we increase the temperature. So by increasing the temperature, what will be effect on the volume? We know that by increasing the temperature, the volume of a gas also increased. So in this case, we have changed the temperature. So now we write the temperature T2, means the temperature is increased in this case. The volume also increased because we have increased the temperature. Now the volume become V2. So V1 T1 T2 equal to V1 V2. Here T1 indicate initial temperature, the original temperature before applying the temperature, and V1 denoted the initial volume. Initial temperature and initial volume means before changing the temperature, the original temperature of the gas while we were observing. So at that time the temperature was T1 and the volume was V1. After increasing the temperature, now the temperature is increased, means the temperature changed now and the volume also changed. So how we can differentiate? For differentiating, we write temperature T2 and volume V2. So T2 is the final temperature, means after increasing the temperature, and V2 is the final volume. It means that by increasing the temperature, after increasing the temperature, the volume changed and it increased from V1 to V2. The conclusion of Charles' law is that if we have a gas inside a cylinder, look at this, suppose this is a cylinder and the volume of a gas is in such a space. Let us suppose in this case the temperature is T1 and the volume is V1. If we increase the temperature, if we increase the temperature, then the volume of a gas is also increase. So in short, we can say that volume is directly proportional to the temperature. Means by increasing temperature, volume is also increased. It's all about our today lecture, and inshallah in next lecture I will teach you the experimental verification of Charles' law and Boyle's law. Thank you.